On February 7th, 2026, the game Was It Just a Nightmare was published. It is a very disturbing KoGaMa horror game, probably the most I have ever seen. Normally, games in KoGaMa aren't that scary, but this one is different. On the surface, it might seem like another KoGaMa wannabe horror game, but this is very different. This game starts with the avatar of Block Boy, except he's crying. And after the game starts, you are greeted with black text saying hi and a red bloody sky. The ground is dark red, and it says, "Have you forgotten me? I am your pain. You can't hide, you can't run away from me." Almost as if the main character has done something terrible. He says, "I'm everywhere." The main character asks, "What the hell is this place? And what was that voice?" And he quickly realizes something is very wrong. A pathway opens up moments later, having a charging sound of electricity. The main character thinks they should go there, not knowing what will happen next. As they go, their movement speed is very slow, and they jump high. When they reach to the end, the text says, "I understood. Do you want to play?" Asking the main character if they want to play. The main character says no and asks to be left alone. And the text merely replies, "Ha ha ha ha, you're funny. Is that what you're looking for?" The main character calls out a name, someone they will know. And then the person says, "Help me." The red text cackles along with it. And then he says, "You thought I'd give it to you for nothing, didn't you? ... You're so naive." As the girl, or the person that the main character cares about, looks at the main character says, "No, no, no, no," as a shrapnel piece pierces through the girl's head. The main character stands there in disbelief, asking what has he done, as the sky turns dark. He says, "I'm a monster." A new pathway opens up, and the main character is supposed to walk towards it. As they walk, there is text popping up saying, "You're a monster," almost as if taunting the person. The pink text appears asking, "What have you done?" as you walk closer to what seems like an exit point or a closet. As you go there, it gets closed off, and the red text appears again saying, "You can't run away from me." As you walk in a new pathway that also opens up, as you walk towards the exit or walk forward, you quickly realize that the ground is turning red. The red text appears saying, "Have you forgotten my word? You can't hide, you can't run away from me." And then it shows the person that the main character cares about. As you look in disbelief, it turns back into the shrapnel injured person with a corpse saying, "You're a monster," and blows you up. When you respawn, it takes you back to the starting point, but then you wake up. The main character's person who cares about him wakes up and asks what happened. The main character says everything is fine, he just had a nightmare. And then the person says, "Oh well." And then he says, "I'm going to leave for a while." And then the girl says, "Okay." That's where the story ends, and you can explore the entire room or the house, wherever you can call it. As you explore, there is a hole opening up that allows you to jump off and leave the world. When you go back to the starting point, and then you will find another door that leads to a corridor filled with rooms. When you explore one of them, it says leave, as if asking if you should leave. There is also a computer in one room with someone sleeping. When you go back, there is a TV. And then when you go and actually leave, it shows a box filled with nothing. When you go onto it, it says, was it just a nightmare or not? Showing one last time the corpse of the person that the main character cares about. And you get the flagpole. The end. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Peace out.